Greeting community. We are yet again live. My name is Deborah Privilege Bank from Zimbabwe, and today we have a beautiful topic. We have just taken a little bit of twist. Today we are mainly focused with the queens in the house, those who are alive right now. The queens. Today we have a beautiful topic that is going to leave you wanting more and more and more. So today we are going to discuss with my beautiful queen who is here, awareness of who is a survivor woman. And with this, we have a subtitle we read titled that Reawakening Your Peoples. So by the end of this session, you should know how uh, to define yourself. You should know how to be a survivor woman. So today in the house, I have my beautiful queen, Queen Jane Mugo. She's actually a pastor for a church which is called Deliverance Church, and marriage and family therapist working with families and to better mental health. She's also an author of a book that she titled In the Wilderness, if I'm not mistaken, my queen. So my queen, I'll give you this time for you to just greet our guests, to greet our community, then also tell us more who is Queen Jane.
Thank you, Queen Debbie. I really appreciate being on this space. As you have said, my name is Jane Mugo. I am a marriage and family therapist, and my passion is touching one life at a time. So if we are here and we touch one life today, that will be my joy. That's my personal philosophy. So I am here so that we can work together with women and help each one of us to see ourselves getting to our purpose, because each one of us has a purpose. So community, I welcome each and every one of you, all the queens, all the kings as well. There is something that you learn and you'll have a take home. Thank you very much, Queen Debbie.
Thank you so much, my queen, for introduction of yourself, introduction of what we are about to talk about. So, as I said, today we have taken a bit of a twist, in our usual session. Today it's a different session altogether. Today we are going to bring awareness of the survivor woman. We need to bring this awareness. It's not only for women, as we said, we are also bringing men along, because we have children, we have girls that we are raising, we have women that we have in our houses. One day you will say, "Oh, can you come and listen to what I'm hearing from survivor women?" Right? So today we are going to discuss it's a series of sessions that we're going to be discussing. Why this session? It is to bring our encouragement, hope, and awareness of how we go through a lot of things, and we face various challenges in life, but how can we navigate through these challenges, and how can we come out stronger, and how can we identify ourselves in the storm, in the midst of the storm? How can you not allow the storms to bury you and bring you into the most powerful person that is within you? So I'm going to introduce to you our survivor token. Our survivor token it's in the Bullrun ecosystem. And in the Bullrun ecosystem, this is the first token that was created, the first token that was actually created and dedicated dedicated in honor of women in all over part of the world. So a token that have strong fundamentals, a token that is actually with a built-in solid tokenomics. Survivor survivor token refines the standards. It's a breach in this in this industry, because there was no any other token that was actually dedicated to women. So as we introduce to you in this new era of financial inclusion to women, we are going to introduce to you our beautiful survivor, a champion that is actually standing to empower women in the blockchain technology. And how is that? The narrative of I'm going to talk about the narrative of a woman. Then I'm going to read a letter that was written to us and dedicated to us. Oh, community also just help me to share in our groups that we are live, so that other women may also join, other king may also join. Please just do that for me. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel as we move on. So the narrative of a woman.
Mhm.
This token celebrates the strength. This token celebrates the strength, the resilience, and resourceful of a woman who overcome challenges, adversities, and it highlights their ability to be able to adapt, persevere, endure, and thrive in the difficult situations. You know, of families, be it in difficult situations, be it in our working places, in crypto, in any other environment that you might find yourself in, but you are what having challenges.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I lost network. Can you hear me, Queen?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that. So, as I said, the situation that in difficult situation that I was talking about is either in the families, either in the cycles of our working places, crypto industry, on or in any other environment that you might find yourself in. These narratives aim to break down the stereotype of and showcasing the women capabilities as leaders or as problem solvers, as survivors, be it in various aspects of life. So with that, you know, it emphasizes empowering the queens and recognizing women in their achievement. We have so many women today. I have this beautiful queen that is here who has her own story to tell, her own achievements that she has also achieved. So it's for us to be recognized as women in this industry, and this is the only industry that we get to be recognized as women, and we have to get to be empowered as women. So today I'm going to read a letter that was written to us with our mother Queen Awino, when she developed this token. It was with us as women, with us as queens of this ecosystem, or with any other queen that is right here on this platform. You know, I want to tell you something that this letter touched me the first day I read this letter. I was so touched about it, and one thing that I like about it, it says there's a place where she wrote, she remember who she was, and the game changed. So today, before you go, before you leave this platform, you need to remember who you are, and
Mhm.
the game is going to change. So it's all
Yes.
that we are here for, to tell you why we are here. Why we are here is to allow you to understand who you are, and for you to know that you are very valuable, you know. So today I want you to choose the possibilities and refuse to be defined by the circumstances that are surrounding you. So I'm going to read a letter that was written to us, to mom, before I give this time to our guest speaker today, who is going to speak to us. So she said on this letter, she said, beautiful, brave, and determined woman. I call you beautiful because you are unique. You are a unique creature. Your beauty beauty comes from within. I pray that you know that you are valuable, precious, variable, precious, and special, in a special way. I call you brave because you have gone through pain, unforgettable experiences that have left you with wounds, both visible and invisible. Your bravery has helped you to fight off the sin and sin giants along after they have gone. They have done their worst. Dearest, beautiful, brave, and determined queen, I call you determined because because of the secret tears you have endured. You have to endure through the years and with the burning dreams inside of you. I am proud of you. I that you have managed to get here today, where you are right now. Where you can thrive, explore, where you can be yourself, transform your sorrow to success. Always remember that you are valuable, worthy, never be uh, uh, diminished as long as you continue to stand your ground. Dearest, beautiful, brave, and determined queen, promise yourself never to settle for less than your worth. And when you finally settle, be brave enough to fix your crown. Start all over. Start all over, my queen. Choose daily not to give up on yourself. Your story will empower others. Keep rising to any challenge that's thrown to you. Keep progressing, discovering your destiny. You are worthy. You are a queen. You are a survivor. So, community, as you can see, this was a beautiful, beautiful, crafted, well crafted letter that was written to the queens of this ecosystem. If you are new, yeah, you're also a queen, a king, whoever you are. We also have queens in our midst. Either your wife, either your daughter, you want them to be grown to that woman who knows who they are. So today, as I go to my beautiful, beautiful Queen Jane, who is going to take us to today's topic. As I said, our today's topic is reawakening your purpose as a queen.
Yes.
Queen Jane, I'm bringing you into the podium. So I want you to help us to understand who is a woman.
Yes. Thank you very much, Queen Debbie. I can also say that we are live on TikTok, on my TikTok page. So those who are able to also go to TikTok and be able to watch on the TikTok live. But thank you so much for having me. I want to really appreciate your introduction that gives us a broad understanding of what makes us to come here and talk about women. So women who have gone through experiences. And the question you're asking is, who is a woman? Who is a woman? I have a way of describing who a woman is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those who are on live on TikTok, those who are on YouTube, you are very welcome to learn from us. So who is a woman is the question that we are addressing today. And looks very simple, but many women get not to live their full purpose because they actually don't know who they are. And how the woman's experiences shape her is the way she goes into her life. So how the pain that women experience in their lives cause them to lose their focus and their purpose. That's the reason why we're asking, who is a woman? And I have a way of describing who is a woman. For me, the image that comes to my mind when I think about a woman, I think about a woman as a big truck. Normally, I guess even in Zim and every other country, we have petrol stations where small vehicles go to fuel. If they don't go to the petrol station, then they cannot be able to survive on the roads. So who is a woman? A woman is that tanker that supplies the petrol station with fuel so that the other smaller cars can come to fuel from there. They can come to get little amounts of fuel depending on how much they need. But this big tanker is the one that carried the large amount. Now, this is the thing. If this tanker doesn't supply to the petrol station, then that means the other vehicles, the other smaller vehicles, are not going to get the fuel. So this is a woman in her home, a woman in her context, as a mother, as a wife. She's the one who carries the bigger load of the responsibilities in a family. She's the one who fixes every small thing in the family. And that means if she's not functioning, then that means we will have a problem, because it means that every other person is who needs her support is also not going to be able to get along well. There is something that they will not be able to do, because there is something that the woman touches in the life of the family members that is very, very important. She's just, I liken her to this big truck. If the truck doesn't come to a petrol station to supply, then it means we don't have that supply. So for me, Queen Deby, that is a woman. When she is dysfunctional, then many things go wrong in the family. And many women have failed to know or to live fully their purpose because they don't know how important they are. They don't know who they are. So many women go through emotional pain from abuse, from divorce, from separation, from things that happen in their lives. And until they know who they are, then they remain dysfunctional. I don't know whether I have answered your question, Queen Deby.
Yes, my queen. That one alone, it's a broad, it's a broad answer, because, with our queens right now, sometimes
Mhm.
we get time whereby we don't understand who we are, and the part that we play, especially in our families, be it in our families where we are married, in the families where we are coming from, how
Yes.
even we are able to impact in the community. So already that alone is what you have said, that we are a vehicle. So thank you so much for that, my queen. And I would like you to also touch in a place where I want to ask about what hinder a queen or a woman from living her full
Mhm.
purpose. Yeah, so
Yes.
maybe we can touch it from there. What really
Yes.
hinders us as queens or as women to live our full purpose, to forget
Okay.
our purpose? And yeah.
Thank you very much. For those who are just joining, we want to tell you that we are in the Bullrun.life community, where we are talking about the woman, the survivor woman. We are talking about the survivor woman and giving her a voice so that she can be able to uh, grow. We want her to speak or to deal with her pain so that she can be able to grow. And the question Queen Deby is asking is, what is that stops women from becoming what they are expected to be? What is it that stops them? And I can tell you, Queen Deby, one of the things that I've discovered is lack of awareness. And that's the reason why today we have our topic, reawakening your purpose. When you do not know who you are as a woman, then it is possible for you not to live your full purpose. And for you to know your full purpose, there are a number of questions that I would want us to address today, so that we can go towards reawakening our purpose. And the first question is, the first question that we need to ask is, who am I? Who am I? If you do not know who you are, then it is possible for you to get stuck in one place because you don't know who you are. Just imagine someone asking you, what is your name? And you don't know your name.
Yeah,
Even those
that's
who
true.
are asking you, you don't have your name, you don't know your name, they'll get stuck on how to help you. So a woman needs to know who they are? And that's a critical question to ask yourself, so that you can know, you can unlock your purpose. You can reawaken your purpose. You need to know who you are. It's a critical question. Understanding your identity beyond your pain. You know, many women experience a lot of pain. And sometimes you can get stuck and think that the pain that you are going through is what identifies you. Your identity is not your pain. Your identity is not your circumstances. In fact, some women get stuck because they think that their identity is their marital status. So when you get married, you are stuck there. It's like where you are going, you have already reached where you are going. And that's not true. It's not true. Where you are going is not dependent on your marital status. There is more. I got very excited recently when an elderly woman told me that she tells young women that their hearts are not tied to the hearts of the husbands, so that when they are not together with the husbands, they cannot live, they cannot breathe. So you need to know that you are you. You have a unique set of strengths. You have a unique set of weaknesses that you need to deal with. So you have values, your own personal values. You are you. And you cannot get lost in other people. You cannot get lost in the cause. You are not the responsibilities that you do in your family. You have a name and you have a purpose. So you need to know who you are. And that's a very critical question for everyone to ask. Who am I? Who am I really? Am I just Mrs. So-and-so? Am I Mama so-and-so, the mother of this number of children? Or is there more that defines me than just the roles that I play? This understanding will be the fuel the woman needs to do exploits. Because until you know who you are, you will not be able to live your purpose. And that's why we are saying we are here to reawaken purpose. Reawaken purpose in a woman. That woman who has reawakened purpose will start dreaming again. That woman will start having passion again. So if she knows who she is, then definitely she's going to arise and start living in her purpose. So recognize who you are, your identity. The fact that you are a woman, being a woman is not your identity. There is something more, something that makes you unique from all the women that you'll ever meet. You are different, you are unique, and you need to understand who you really are. So that is one of the things that will help this woman to know, to be able to live her purpose. That's one problem that we have to deal with in order to move towards where we want to be. The second question that this woman needs to ask is, where am I at? Where am I at? The question is, what are the challenges that this woman experiences? The first challenges are about herself. Before we go out to see how she's impacted by the world, so that she fails to live her purpose, we need to first of all deal with the self. So the second question is, where am I at? When you sit down with yourself as a woman and listen to yourself, do you ever stop to ask, in my life's journey, where am I at? You know, when I went to school, I learned something. There is something that companies used to do. Every end of the year, they would do stock taking. So they would do stock taking so that there are things called balance sheets, so that they can know whether they were trading losses or profits for that year. So it is very important also at a personal level to take stock. And this question, where am I at, is helping you to take your life inventory. So just look at your life and see, where am I at? Is this where I want to be? If, for instance, I am a mother, I have raised my children, and they have all gone to school and they are finished. Is that all I wanted to do in life? Is it that all? Is that all? Just being a mother, raising children. And I remember these guys in the book of Genesis chapter 5. Some of them were known to just have been born. They lived this number of years. They got married. They gave birth to this child and others, and then lived this number of years and died. Do we want to be women who are just counted as just having been there? Or do we want to be women who, regardless of the struggles that we have gone through, take stock and we are able to rise from what the inventory we take, the evaluation we take? If you were stuck somewhere, you are able to identify that this is the place where I was stuck and I need to start doing my improvement on this side. So life inventory is very important. And that's why this question is very important. Where am I at? If we are going to deal with the challenges that we experience as women, then each one of us has to ask this question. Where am I at in my life's journey? Where are you at in your life journey? We are all at different stages. And if we can use the knowledge in psychology, I can tell you a person who is in her 30s is dealing with different problems from a person who is in her 40s, 50s, 60s. Each one of us, depending on age, we are all processing different things. We all have different needs. And it is important for each one of us to know, like now the person who is in their 60s, or approaching their 60s, they are just about to retire. When they ask, where am I at? They already can see retirement is at the door. So what are they doing about living their life's purpose, even at that age? What are they doing? If they are stuck, how can they unstuck themselves? That's why this question is very important. And this question, where am I at, will help each one of the women to assess the current emotional, spiritual, relational, and financial state. Let me give you a testimony. I asked myself this question before I joined the Bullrun ecosystem. I was actually struggling because I'm advancing in years. And I started asking that question several years ago. So I was asking myself, how will I live in my retirement years? What do I have? And never mind, there is what we call ours, but there is also what we call mine. So I didn't have a problem with what is ours, but I had a problem in me making my own personal achievement that will help me in my retirement years. And so I struggled with that question. Where am I at? Where am I at? And I'm looking beyond, I can see the retirement years. And that is what jolted me to wake up and start looking at what I can do because of where I am. So, sisters, I want to tell you that there is a very important question that we need to ask ourselves. If we are going to live fully in our purpose, then we have to start with checking at what we need to check. Where are you at in your life? Are you prepared for retirement? If you are a young mother, do you have the financial muscle to help you to raise your children without any problem? Do you have support that is going to sustain you all the years? Are you about to retire and you're just wondering, what is it I can do? This is the question. Where am I at? Take stock of what needs to be dealt with. And this is not easy, my queens. It's not easy. By the way, in this community, we have queens and kings. So if you are there, my queen, let me tell you, take stock of what needs to be dealt with. What areas do you need to address in your life? Sometimes we might sit there and think that the solutions that we need are with other people. The solutions that we need are with donors. The solution that you need is with another person, a brother or a sister, a richer uncle or anybody else. But imagine the best solutions are the solutions you get for yourself, because you are the one who knows exactly what your problem is. And that is why it is important to take stock of where you are at, so that you can know what you need and what you need to improve. So what areas are working well? What areas need more attention? That's the reason why we have to do something we call introspecting if we are going to get the solutions. I hope Queen Debbie, we are still together. I'm answering your question. I'm answering your
Yeah,
question.
yeah. Yes,
Yes.
my queen,
So,
you are. Before you continue, I just wanted to just say something. You said about knowing who you are. It
yes.
reminds me also when our mom was creating Survivor, she said she remembered who she is and the game changed. What is needed
Mm-hmm.
is for us to recognize who you are, you yourself. You said we are not attached to our works, we are not attached to whatever we do in life, or our husbands, our family. We have a mission, like we have our own calling that is within us as women. So we are not actually defined by our circumstances. And
Mm-hmm.
you say that we are not defined by our circumstances, and we are not even here to see these circumstances weighing us down. Because why?
Mm.
Because we can thrive,
Yes.
we can endure, we can persevere. And through this, you need to understand who you are first of all, so that you can
Yes.
rise above about these situations, these things that can weigh us down. Because truly speaking, before you know it, the
Mm.
surroundings, or the circumstances that will be surrounding you, can weigh you down to the extent that you will believe on the circumstances more than who
Yes.
you are. You will not
Great.
stand, you will not speak, you will not, you think that circumstances that is happening are surrounding you, or the situations that are surrounding you, they're all they're the life,
Yes.
they're everything. But one thing about it, one thing I want to say is, my queen, we
Yes.
are the candidates, and we
Ah.
are here to talk about it. We are the candidates, and we are here to talk about it, that we
Yes.
need to raise above the circumstance. We might not know what's happening around
Yes.
you right now.
Mm-hmm.
We might not
Mm.
know, but what we are here to tell you is to understand that beyond that circumstance, beyond that situation that you're going through, there's a woman that is deep inside you, who have the
Yes.
strength, the resilience, who have the resourcefulness of
Yes.
of overcoming that circumstances, and standing above that wind, standing above uh, that flood. You are able to stand
Yes.
above it and calm it, and
Mm.
you have the strength and you have the resilience inside of you. So, Queen, you can go ahead. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for those comments, with Debbie. We are not defined by our circumstances. So,
Yes.
what defines us? What is it that defines us? We are asking ourselves, what is this challenge that causes the woman not to live her full purpose? And we have looked at the question of who am I? Where am I at in my life journey? Those are critical questions that every woman has to ask herself. Every human being has to ask themselves, so that we can be able to get the answers, first of all, from within. Now, the next question that is very important is the one that we're asking: where am I going? Do you know you cannot live your purpose to the full until you know your 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 direction? You have your compass, the one that is guiding you, the one that is directing you to where you are going. You cannot live, you cannot get to your destination until you know what is the journey where you are going. You cannot just wake up and start going somewhere and you have no idea where that somewhere is. You have
Mhm.
to, when you start a journey, you wake up and plan, and you start, I'm going to pick the transport from here, or I'm going to drive or from this road. There are many directions that can take you there, but you have to be organized in your mind how you are going to go where you are going. So it's very important for every woman to have a vision. A vision. Let me share with you, Queen Debbie, and with our community, that I wanted to be a psychologist when I was very young. When I went to high school, that's when I realized I wanted to be a psychologist. And I did not know how it would ever happen. But deep within me, I knew what I wanted. I knew where I wanted to go. So when I finished high school, I had two options. Thank you for the likes. I had two options. I had an option, the first option, because in our country, psychology was very young. I wanted to be a teacher. So if I was to go to the university, I would have chosen to be a teacher. And that was my first choice. The second choice, and it was not available, those courses were not available in this country, was to become a psychologist. But imagine, I did not get to go to the university to become a teacher, which was I really loved. I did not get to do psychology, but the passion remained in me. And I continued with other things. I did other courses and I finished and I started working. But that passion did not die. And when I had all my children, is when I went back to school. When I had raised all my children and they were in school, I also went back to school. And that's how I achieved a diploma, a degree, and a master's. So what am I saying? Do you know where you are going? Do you know where you are going, my queen? Do you have an idea of where you want to go with your life? Do you know you are not just born, my queen, you are not born just to become a woman, to be a wife, to be a mother. That was not the end, my friend. That was not the end. There is more that God has put inside of you. And that's the reason why you need to have a clear picture of where you are going. That's the reason why it is good to have a vision for yourself. If I agreed, I would have gotten swallowed in the family. I just get swallowed. I look at myself as the mother who was just supposed to give birth and raise children. And things were not bad. I was doing well. But deep in me, I knew that is not just what the end is. And I know there are many queens who know what there's something inside of them. So are you clear on where you want to go? Your vision for your future self. What do you want your future self to look like? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What is the purpose for which you are created? There is a place where every woman loses it. And that is when you stop dreaming. So this is what we are saying today. We are reawakening purpose. We are talking about you reawakening your purpose, because that purpose is lying dormant inside of you. And that's why Queen Debbie and I are here to have this conversation so that we can reawaken purpose. So one problem that will keep a woman stuck in some problems is when she doesn't know where she is going. What is your vision? Today, even if I went back to school and I am trusting God I'll be able to go back again, I'll continue. I'll still pursue because I'm passionate about helping people. And I want that knowledge that will help me to touch another person's life. That is my passion. So what about you? I know, Queen Debe, you have your own vision. You have your own roadmap. You know where you want to go. So I want to challenge us queens not to just sit there, but to think about a vision. The Bible says that in Habakkuk chapter 2, I think verse 1 and 2, that where you write your vision in big letters, it shall not tally, it shall come to pass. So let's challenge ourselves today and write this vision. And maybe if I'm allowed again to go to the next one, if you have a vision, then how are you getting to your vision? That's now the roadmap. Do you have a plan of how you are going to get to your vision? Do you have goals? Do you have something that will help you to, follow consistently so that you can get to where the goals are. And I am happy that in the Bullrun.life community, we have something that has been prepared just for women, something that will help you to unstuck yourself. Let me give you this little bit about myself again. When I got into the Bullrun community, I said I had asked myself all these questions. Who am I now? Now that I am approaching the retirement years, who am I? What shall I be doing with my retirement without an income? How shall I survive? There were many questions I was asking. And one of the things that I had to do is to do an investment for myself so that I will wait for to mature and help me in my retirement years. And let's say that in this session, we are not, as we make these comments, this is not financial advice. This is just sharing an experience. So our Bullrun ecosystem, you can Google and find out more for yourself, is an ecosystem that provides opportunities for investment that will help you in your life journey. So when I heard about it, I said, I am going to do something for myself because I wanted to get somewhere. My goal was to get to a place of financial freedom in my retirement. So I got into this and got the Survivor Women Token so that I can start preparing for my retirement years without stress. There were other things that I was doing, and I still do them. But I decided to take the opportunity. So what are we saying here? How are you getting where you would want to be in 1 year, in 2 years, in 5 years? Where are you? How are you going to get there? Do you have a roadmap that you have prepared or you have in mind that can take you to where you are going with your life? You need to develop that roadmap now. You need to know the roadmap and you make it clear so that as you pass through that roadmap, you not have bumps that are going to stop you. Do you have support systems? For instance, like in this platform, the Bullrun ecosystem, we have support systems. We are here to educate, inform, and inspire. I might not be putting them in the same order, but that's the role. So that means you have support. So as I go where I'm going, I also have support that is helping me. So support systems to ensure that I have help to achieve my life's purpose. So my friend, my queen, how are you getting where you are going? Have you defined clearly where you are going with your life? Or have you now just decided that you are right because you are a woman, you have a white husband, or you have children, and that's all? Get revived today. Get revived today through this session and ask yourself, how are you going to get where you'd want to be? And finally, I want to say that I really welcome you into this podcast as we go through this journey. I want to welcome you into a journey. Challenge yourself. Let's journey together. Queen Deby and I will be here supporting the queens and encouraging them, encouraging one another. You have a story that can encourage me. Somebody else has a story that can encourage another person. So we want to welcome you to follow us as we unpack how we can go through this journey to get healing and to be helped to refocus and achieve our purpose. So to move towards your journey of reawakening your purpose, we do 3 things. We educate, we inform, and we inspire. And I want to welcome you into this journey, even as we continue with more. We are going to be having a series of these conversations. Queen Deby, you can take it over and make your comments.
Wow, thank you so much, My queen, I think the queens who are here, as I said from the beginning, that the moment you come out of this session, you're going to come out different. You're going to come out knowing who you are, because what you are saying, like Queen has said, the most important is to identify who you are. You are not attached to your children. You are not identified to, because of your husband. You are a woman.
Mm,
There's this part which mom said she is a possibilitarian. She chooses to see possibilities and refuse to be defined by circumstances.
mm,
She gives her positive interpretation of every negative event that happens to her.
mhm,
She is a possibilitarian, and her last
mhm.
name is survivor. So,
Oh, yes.
queens who are here, kings who are here, I want you to understand that we are meant to shine like a diamond, and we are not just meant to come and be mothers, be a wife to
Mhm,
that husband.
mhm,
uh, we are meant for more. We are the light
mhm,
of the family. We are the drivers of the families. We are the most important thing. We are the heart of the family. Not just
yes.
where you are married, where you're coming from, also where you are
Mhm,
going
mm,
as an individual. You need to realize, Queen Queen Jane said, you need to realize who you are before everything that is attached to you. Who are you
yes.
as a queen?
Mm,
Who are you as a queen? And the one part she said, this ecosystem, Bullrun ecosystem, was built for you to be able to identify yourself. Once you identify yourself, you're not going to walk this journey alone. Queen Jane
mhm,
here, she came to me and she wants to inspire women about this. Who is a survivor woman? She has a lot to unpack. Today we're not going to talk about it, all of it. These are going to be series. Next week again, we also
yes.
have another session. So what we need to do is we need to understand that we are not meant to just come, be a mother, and die. No, no, no. We are meant
Mm,
for more things, for bigger things in the community where we are coming from,
mm,
in the in the families. That's where we are coming from. But now you need a place to grow yourself, to understand yourself, to have those first steps to identify who you are,
yes.
to recognize who you are, so that the game will change. So now, once you identify who you are, you need to have the community that will help you to understand that you are walking in this road. Let's work together. Let's hold hands, like Queen Jane said. Myself, I was not I was not a good speaker when I came here. I was very
Mhm,
shy of speaking. But do you
mhm,
know that through that, I realized that I can do it. I can speak. I can talk to people. So at the end of the day, I identified who I am. And at the end of the day,
yes.
I realized I'm a person who loves talking to people, who love talking to other women, empowering women. So now
Mm,
we are here in this platform empowering women to tell you that we are not just empowering you to identify who you are. We need you also to be financially stable, as our queen has said. She
yes.
said, I was looking for
Yes.
somewhere where I can get my retirement. Me too, I want to retire early. When by the time I get to 40, I'm retiring already by
Mhm,
that time.
mm,
So how do we do it? We have an ecosystem that was built in such a beautiful
yes.
way, whereby we have a survivor token that was actually dedicated to women, and
Mm,
just not dedicated, the contract was renowned. We have a banning mechanism. We have a banning mechanism. The liquidity is locked for 100 years. Of course, we are down to maybe to 2 years now. Liquidity is locked. No team tokens were given to team. No pre-sales. No whitelist. All these things are things that you need to understand, that this token is not just built to just come into the ecosystem, but it came so that we as women, we can also take part and take this as our own token and tell
mm,
other women out there. And it's still very cheap. It's still very cheap. We have three tokens in this ecosystem. We have Bullrun, we
yes.
have Survivor, we have Killer
Mhm,
World. Three
mm,
of these tokens are all good for you to have them. So I'm
yes.
telling you that we need to find a place where you start from. We are calling you to survivor women so that we can
Mm,
grow together as a community, as a women who
mm,
are stronger, who are going to build
mm,
empires, who are strong. There's one day a mom shared with us women who are actually building these banks and all that. We are powerful. We can do that. We can stand
yes.
and become CEOs. We can stand and
Mm,
become great, mighty women. And this is what we
mm,
want. Come out of your shells, queens. Come out of where you are right now. Let's build something that is going to leave our own women, our own children inspired as queens, inspired as women, inspired as our brothers. That this is a
yes.
woman who is outstanding. Why? Because women, we are afraid. We can't take risk. We are just afraid. We are put in that corner. So as our queen has
Mm,
said, this is going to be a series. I'll
yes.
allow her to tell us the next topic that you're going to be covering from the next series that you're going. So this is going to come next week. So Queen, I'll leave it to you so that you just introduce the maybe two of them, the two topic that you're going to touch next week. Then we can close for today. Then please stay tuned for this series. You don't need to miss one of it because you're going to hear inspiring stories that are going to change your life. You are not alone, Queen. You are not alone. So we
Yes.
thank you so much for coming today, and our beautiful mother, Queen Mother, we know for having such a mind to think about women, and our amazing King Steve for just thinking about us also as women. More
Mm.
thanks to you, Queen Mom and King Steve. We salute you so much as women. We have a place to thrive. We have a place to see a better future for ourselves. So, my queen, back to you.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for all that you have added. I want to tell the community that we shall be dealing with issues to do with stress. Stress, stress. This is something that affects women. So we shall be looking at stress, understanding stress. One of the things that can hinder a woman from living her full purpose is stress. Because stress sounds very simple, but it affects the performance of a woman. Uh, yeah, let's meet and get to discover what that is going to be like. Yes,
Thank you so much, my queen, for telling our viewers and our community for the next to watch out for the next episode of this part two of this series that you have started today, and you don't have to miss it. You need to understand
yes,
how you can deal with that stress from people who have been there. You need to understand it from people who have been there, from the candidates actually, from the
yes.
candidates. So by doing so, by doing so, we have a beautiful session next week. My
Mhm,
queens and kings who are here, let me just go to your comment section so that we round it up.
mhm.
So we have our comments coming from our king himself, from King Steve. Thank you so much for honoring us, King Steve, for coming on our session. Also, we are honored to see you in supporting us as kings. Also, he's saying, "Happy Friday, community. We are about to hear from Queens King Jen and King Debbie in matters that cement the true definition of a survivor queen. Looking forward to an inspiring and enlightening event ahead. Thank you so much, King Steve. Hope you have learned one or two things that can help also. We appreciate you so much. We also have our beautiful Queen Mother in the house, Mommy, Queen Mom Awino, also our developer. She's saying greetings and happy holidays, family. Hope you all had a great time with families. Looking forward to being enlightened by our amazing Queen Jane and Queen Debbie, reawakening our purpose. Let's wake up. Yeah, mommy, thank you so much for coming, mom. And for sure, Queens, let's wake up. So we have our beautiful Queen Mother Caroline also in the house. She's saying, "Greetings, Survivor women. I have my front seat row and eager to hear about the dynamic women that gives of themselves every day. We are proud of who you are. We are raised and we raise and not sink. Amen, mommy. We raise, not sing. We will not sing. We will raise. Thank you so much. And I can see you from the front seat. I can wave. I can see you next to me. We have our beautiful, okay, we have our king in the house, King Abdullah, in the saying, get ready for an inspiring evening with our queens, Queen Jane and Queen Debbie, as they share their stories of resilience and triumph. Expect empowerment, motivation, and connecting with these survivor queens. Thank you so much. Hope you were motivated. Hope you were inspired. Hope you were inspired. We also have our beautiful Queen Mother Caroline saying, greetings, Queen Debbie and Queen Jane. Thanks for making us proud to be survivor women. Thank you so much, Mom, for also supporting us in the house. We cannot be more proud than seeing you here. Thank you so much, Mommy. Queen Beatrice is saying, hello, community. Hello, Bullrun community. I'm happy to be in this session listening to our very own queens educating, forming, and inspiring us. Thank you, my queens. Thank you so much, Queen Beatrice, also for your comment. That was really amazing. She's also saying, wishing all the community members joyous festive season. Thank you so much, my queen. You too, joyous festive season. Also, we also have Queen Alice. Queen Alice is saying, hello, queens, beautiful family, ready to learn. I hope you learned today, my queen. We also have Queen Alice. Queen Alice is saying, survivor token to the world, survivor token to the world, my queen. We also have Queen Alice in the house. She's saying, wow, splendid letter from our beautiful, dearest Queen Mother. Kudos and hats off to you, our beloved Queen. Thank you so much, my Queen. I hope she's hearing you. We have our beautiful, beautiful Queen Louisa in the house. She's saying, greeting family. Thank you, Queens, for making us recognize who we are, the survivor women. Indeed. Thank you so much, my Queen. We also have Queen Alice in the house. She's saying, wow, knowing who we are and live our purpose. We really well say. Thank you so much, my Queen. We also have now who's this? Is it a queen? I don't know. Fix is saying hello, family. Greetings to you all. Learning so much as a survivor queen. Okay, greetings to you, my queen. Back to you also, Queen Alice, saying rising beyond. She's saying raising beyond our circumstances. Indeed, my queen, we are raising beyond our circumstances. We have our Queen Alice again in the house. Thank you so much, Queen Alice, for engaging with us today. Taking stock. Wow, indeed, we need to take stock. That's our queen said that. We also have Queen Mary. Queen Mary saying greetings. Great session going on. Thank you so much, Queen Mary. Queen Maria. She's saying greetings to Survivor Queen. Thank you, my queen, for the session. May God bless you. Knowledge is power. We really appreciate. Thank you so much, Queen Mary. God bless you too. She's also saying, Queen Maria. Sorry, Queen. Okay. My goodness. Sorry. Okay. Okay, we have Queen Mary also. She's saying, wow, wow, I'm so empowered. Thank you so much, Queen. We also have Queen Louisa in the house. What an awakening call, Queen Jane. Thank you, Queens. We appreciate you so much, Queen Louisa, Queen Dudu. She's also Queen Mary is also saying this is an amazing Queen Jane on awakening our vision as women. Thank you so much, Queen Mary. Hope you took away something. We have also Queen Mary. We have Queen Mary saying we have a great support system in the Bullrun ecosystem. Thank you for that reminder. Indeed, thank you so much, my Queen. Queen Alice she's also saying we got that. We got what it takes with this amazing Bullrun ecosystem. Thanks to our Dev, King Steve, and our our dear Queen Mother. So we salute you. Thank you so much, my Queen Alice. We thank you so much for engaging with us today so much. We also have Queen Beatrice. Queen Beatrice is saying, thank you, Queens, for this great session. I have been challenged indeed, my Queen. You will not come out the same, you not come out the same. Thank you so much. We also have our beautiful Queen Mother Caroline in the house. I can't see the. Okay. Um, my goodness, what happened? I can't see the message for my beautiful Queen Mother. What happened? Okay. I don't know what happened to my the beautiful beautiful message our Queen Mom has said to us. Oh my goodness. Queen Mother Caroline sent me a beautiful I can't see it, but anyway, okay. We have Queen Alice again. This session was our awesome, 100%. Well done, Queens, Queen Debbie and Queen Jane. Thank you so much, Queen, for that. You've been so much engaging with us today. Thank you very much for that. And Queen Beatrice, Queen Grace is also saying great session with our Queens Debbie and Queen Jane. Keep it up, Queens. Keep engaging this community. Thank you so much, Queen Grace, also for that beautiful, beautiful comments you gave us right there. Whew, I don't know what happened to this question. We also have our beautiful mom in the house. Okay, she's saying this was an empowering, very educational session. Self-awareness, create confidence, both women and men. Thank you so much, Queen Jane and Queen Jane and I think she wanted to say Debbie and Jane empowering us. Looking forward for the next session. Thank you so much, Mami. Thank you so much for your support. Always, you're always with us, Queen Mom Caroline. Thank you so much for your support. I see you engaging, Queen Louisa. You engaged very well today. Thank you so much, Queen Alice. Thank you so much. We love you so much. All the community members that are here. Community, we have come to an end of this session. As we know, as we said, you need to understand who you are. You need to have self identification. Define who you are. We're not just saying to women, we are also talking to men who are in the house. Identify who you are. And for the next series, how do you deal with stress? We are going to talk about this in the next session that we're going to have next week. So, Queens and Kings, we thank you for your time. I'm going to give it to my beautiful Queen to just have her closing remarks. Then we are moving from here. Thank you, Queen. Go ahead. Queen Jane, you can go ahead. Okay, I think Queen Jen is having a technical fault. So, community, thank you so much for today. We thank you so much for engaging. We thank you so much for also sharing. I just want to wish you a happy holidays. I think she's back. Let me see. She's back. I think she had a technical fault. Okay, my queen, you're back. So yeah, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Queen Debbie. Sorry, I got disconnected. Thank you so much, community, for listening to us and giving us that great support. Kindly let us continue. We are here to educate, inform, and inspire. So I would love to see more of us again next week when we have our session and we shall be unpacking stress. I know you have heard about this, but I hope that you will also make a point of coming in so that we can learn again. Knowledge doesn't grow old. So we look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you and enjoy your holidays.
Thank you so much, Queen. So, community, as you had, next week we are going to have a powerful session again as we discuss the topic that she said. So, community, have a beautiful, beautiful holidays. Be safe. Take care of yourselves, and until we meet again tomorrow it's a Saturday. We also have a Twitter session with our dev. Please don't miss out, be there. Let's see you there. So until we meet again tomorrow on Twitter session, it's a bye bye for now. Bye bye community.
Yes, bye bye.